Our geographical inquiry is a step-by-step template that we use for carrying out investigations. So we will start by having an aim, and that is what we intend to achieve with our investigation. Then we need to be considering our theory and our literature. So from that we'll know what we are expecting to find out or what we're maybe looking to challenge. We then come up with a location, and depending on our location, we're going to have different opportunities or limitations to our study. We then will come up with a hypothesis, and this is a testable predictive statement. Once we've got a hypothesis, we can move on to data collection, but before we do that, we need to think about our sampling strategy and our gathering techniques. We also need to think about a risk assessment before we do any fieldwork. Once the fieldwork has been completed, we then move on to presenting the data. So there's going to be graphs and charts, and these will help us to interpret our data, but also others who might look at our study to understand it. We'll then analyse our data and interpret it by searching for trends and anomalies. We might also carry out some statistical tests. Then we can look at our results and our conclusions. So from these we'll be able to see whether or not we've proved or disproved our hypothesis based on the data that we collected. Finally, you want to evaluate your study, so think about what worked and what didn't work and any improvements to it. Now, can you draw out the inquiry process?